Right. I want to start out the lesson with some basic distorted rhythm techniques that were employed in the 80s. A lot of you advanced players are going to know this stuff like the back of your hands, but there are a lot of kids discovering the style nowadays, so I do want to cover this stuff for them. First thing in playing distorted rhythms is to learn how to palm mute, so rather than just playing a string open, you want to get your palm resting right where the string comes off the bridge, and still pick just the same. And you get that sound, which I'm sure you've heard before. You can also do that with power chords. If you've never played a power chord before, or technically it's called a 5 chord, it's just your first finger down, and on the next string you go 2 frets higher. And here's, so I'm on the 3rd fret on the low E and the 5th on the A string, and I'm going to do the palm muting with that chord. And here's without the palm muting, just so you can hear the difference. Okay, now, once you've got the palm muting down, what you need to learn to do is alternate between palm muting and finding accents. So here's that same chord, the G5 chord I was on, and I'm just going to go between palm muting and accenting. So you can hear the notes jump out. That's when I'm not palm muting. My hand comes up off the bridge, okay? By the way, if you want to extend power chords, you can go from where your first finger was, you go 2 frets higher on the next string with your 3rd finger, add your pinky on the next string. That's simple. So you can go a little further. Okay? Easy, you guys got it. Next thing you want to learn to do is get pick harmonics. Okay, so you do that by choking up on your pick to the point where your thumb is actually going to strike the string just after your pick does. And you're going to get this squeal type sound that you probably heard, you know, in a lot of 80s music. Zakk Wylde is really great at it. You hear lots of. So I'm just going to do a basic run, just kind of going across like 3 notes of string here, right in a row, so you guys can hear. This is without pick harmonics first. Now here's with pick harmonics. So again, my thumb is going to strike the string just after the pick. Now if you can go between palm muting the low notes and finding some notes to get pick harmonics on for accents. I think in the lesson Jude showed the Styx riff from Too Much Time on My Hands was an example where you could play. So what I'm doing is I'm picking the D string palm muting, and I'm accenting with the pick harmonics. 7, 5, and 4 on the G. Okay, but mess around with it. You know, you just play open strings, or you know, you can play your power chords. Another thing you might want to do is just try messing around with some different dyads, 2-note chord. Rather than just playing a straight 5 chord, try putting your pinky down 3 frets away, or your middle finger 1 fret away. And again, just going with the palm muting. Okay? Hope some of these techniques helped you guys at least get started. Okay, one last thing I wanted to show you guys with distorted rhythms is the pick slide or the pick scrape. That's just taking the edge of your pick and just running it right down the string. Okay, one thing I learned over the years is it helps to use a metal pick when you're playing really heavy stuff, and also a thinner metal pick so it can really get between the grooves of the string.